Hey, everybody, it's Chris Ball here. Round 5 for the GT Champions BMW Cup, brought to you by and sponsored by HyPrix, brought to us through our RWB Racing team. Welcome aboard. This is round 5. We're at Barcelona. It's cold and it's chilly out there. So it's going to be an interesting race for the drivers on cold tires more often than not. So they're going to take a few more, maybe an extra lap to get them up to temperature. So we'll see how that works out for everybody. Real quick, I'm setting the grid, but I don't want to forget to talk about our sponsor here, HyPrix. Check them out, hyprix.com.mx. You need them, you want them. I say it all the time. Go check them out, hyprix.com.mx. They can help you out with lots of cool stuff, all the things that you need. Coming up, I have the wrong image up, so I'm going to do this. Coming up this Thursday will be the new Midweek Madness, episode 20. And this is going to be the GT Champions Grand Prix. It's like a mini Grand Prix, just 2 races. We're going to be at 2 tracks in the Honda. So right there on your screen you can see, been telling everybody to go out and get it, make sure they knew that it was coming. So it's all good. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So, that is going on next Thursday. This coming Tuesday is Gentleman's GP. We're going to be in the Audis. Actually, I got to do something I totally forgot to do. Change event settings. I got to reload the circuit. Load settings. Sorry, stand by, folks. We got some drivers having some connection issues, so I'm going to work on that. But anyway, Gentleman's GP on Tuesday, Midweek Madness on Thursday. So stay tuned for more stuff about that. Give me a moment, if you don't mind. I need to get the lobby sorted out so we can get this thing started on time. I told all of the lobby hosts to reset their time in their lobbies, and then I forgot to because I was too busy doing this, dealing with a few issues. So going to work on that now. So hang tight while I get it all together. Yeah, I gotta wait for all the drivers to check in. We like to reset the lobbies 10 minutes before, kind of clear everything out, you know, and make sure everybody's getting in. So that's what we're working for. So now I'm going to be a little bit quiet. I'll let you look really quick at our calendar. This is where we are. We're at round 5 at Barcelona. Next week will be the final race at Mount Panorama. So what? Here is our grid order for today. So I'm going to be setting our grid order right now. So if you don't mind hanging on for just a minute while I do that, that would be great. Let's see, where is Speed Freak? Speed Freak has the pole. The Truth Serum is next, then Armanis, and then I need to find Apex's Guardian. I don't see him in my list yet, so we'll have to come back after that. Then we've got Flash and Rip. Is Flash here? I thought I saw Flash was here. Let me just do this really quick. Maybe some people came in after. So Method, Truth, Armanis, and then I need Guardian, Flash, and Rip. So Guardian, where's Guardian? There he is. Armanis, Guardian, Flash, and then Rip. There's Flash. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. And then after Rip is HPR, and then Budsy. And after Budsy, we have G-Bub, and then E Dirty Tati. So let's do that, and let's do that. Then after Tatiana is Dipshy, and then Wooly. And then Dalton and Hitcho. Okay. Dalton and Hitcho. Perfect. It's all set. All right, giving them a 1-minute warning, and we're going to start this thing in 1 minute. So that's our grid order, folks. So let's go here and check out. In case you didn't notice, you know, just right there. Guess we can show you. That is the current Pro-Am driver champion in points right there. That's we're trying to get their cars on the track. So in the posters, just for some fun, just to try a couple things out. Like I said, the BMW Cup is it's a series where we do a lot of, like, we try to get some different rules, different setups, different ways to find ways to make lobbies full so that you guys look at it and for your viewing pleasure. So, all right, let's make sure my audio and stuff is working. It is. And onboards are working. Camera's working. Perfect. All right, folks. I'm going to get this race started. We have a full lobby. All 15 drivers are here. They are going to be in a big pile up. Well, no, I'm hoping they're not in a big pile up in turn 1 and 2. They need to keep it clean. So, let's start the race. There's no time like the present. None whatsoever. All my gear seems to be working. My audio seems to be on. Folks, welcome aboard. And remember, because of the fact that some of the drivers may be listening to the sultry sound of my voice, we're not going to have the come on. We're not going to have the telemetry up on the bottom because we don't want to let people know what's going on. All right. 3, 2, 1. Speed Freak and the Truth on the front row. Speed Freak's got to get a great start and beat Truth to get down to turn 1. Let's get back here so we can keep an eye on everything going on. We'll start in about 10th. I want to make sure we don't have any major problems. These guys have been really good about dealing with not starting red flag situations. Just a little tapping, not a big deal. Just a little tapping, but we're good. Nobody in big trouble there. Look at that. Way to go, guys. Woohoo! Green, green, green. Let's go. So Speed Freak does get out in front with the Truth, but Armanus and Rip. Armanus inside. No, that's Rip going inside. And Rip is going to make his way up into 3rd place, but it's not over yet. Inside, Armanus has the corner. And he's going to hold it. Oh, it looks like HPR was going to try to follow Armanus through there. Doesn't make it work. But there we go. Look, a nice clean start from everybody. Looking good. All the way back through the pack. Way to go, guys. Way to freaking go. This is how I love it. This is how I love to see clean driving. Everyone, it's an hour-long race. They all know. Just be patient. Just be patient. All right, Speed Freak is leading Truth, who's leading Rip, who is leading our HPR and Armanus. It is not anywhere near over yet, of course, but coming out of, I forget what this turn is called, but now there's no chicane here. So they're going straight. They're going to go a whole lot faster through this section of the course. And here you got to lift just a little bit just to get the car to rotate through. And they seem to get through. Okay, there we go. So far, I don't see any spinning triangles. Look at this. Everybody's together. You guys don't know how happy this makes me. Okay, Speed Freak, Truth looking inside and gets a little late on the brakes, but he makes it work. And Truth up into P1. So S7R and HyPrix having a little battle up front. And then another one right there. So Speed Freak's in an S7R sandwich. With some mashed potatoes in HPR right here. Coming next. Ooh. HPR with a half-second penalty. Yeah, he's probably not wanting that. Not wanting that at all. So we do see that as I follow through here, Budsy was looking there for a minute on Guardian, but didn't make it go. There is Dalton and Flash in 8th. There is Armanus, has gone all the way back to 9th, so something happened to him somewhere. Wooly, though, under attack from Hitcho and Tati right there behind, who slipped kind of way back when she went off the track. Oh, speaking of going off the track, Guardian goes off track. What happened there? Let's go back and take a look at that. Oh, we're going to have to go back a little bit further than that. Let's see. Did he have help? Oh, nope. He just got on the gas. Well, that happens sometimes. All right, so let's see. Up front, Truth has already gotten a 1.2 second lead out. I did notice as we were scrolling through the drivers that there are a couple of drivers that are on the medium tire. So I think some drivers are thinking of trying to one-stop this race. I don't know that that's a thing you can do with the fuel, but one of the things about this course, and most of the drivers will tell you, is it is a tire eater. It's not as bad as Metropolis, but it's pretty close. Pretty close. Inside goes... nope. I thought for a second that Hitcho was going to go inside of Wooly, but he didn't. So Hitcho stays where he is. Tatiana up to 11th. Tattooed Freak started last, is up in 12th. Oh, somebody went off the track. That's Dipshy. Jiba back... Oh, with a half-second penalty. Yikes. Back in 14th, and Guardian has got some catch-up work to do. All right. Let's see. We still have the HyPrix S7R sandwich, followed by some mashed potatoes and Mashed Buds Racing. Two of them. 2 helpings of mashed potatoes. There we go. And there is ART's OM Dalton. He is having quite a little battle for this 6th spot. Let's go on board Flash, who's trying to make the magic happen here and get himself up into 6th place. Right on the bumper. Barcelona curve is so hard to get right, and you have to get it right probably 40 times tonight. Actually, it's closer to like 30 times, but they have to get it right a bunch of times. Yep, a little lift there, then a little bit of lift here. People aren't used to lifting in this corner. They're used to going flat out, because when you go flat out, you're coming out of that chicane, but you don't get to do that anymore. All right, 2.4 seconds truth up the road from Speed Freaks. Now, I know for a fact Speed Freak is using brand new pedals today, because I know he just got some, and we were just chatting about it. So, and I know he races in VR, if I'm not mistaken. So, we'll see if those new pedals help him out or not. So far, it lost him the lead. Well, it may not be the pedals, right? But anyway, Rip, who did, I think Rip is the current, is he the current division champion? Why do I not know that right now? Why do I not know that right now? Well, see, Truth is a pro driver, so he is not racing, and so is Speed Freak, I think. I think Rip is a pro-am driver. So we got a couple different, I'm going to try to find a way to make it so, like, we can have people paint. Yeah, we're going to have, things are going to be different in World Cup, that's for sure. So HPR is moving his way up. He's left his other buddy, Budsy, in his rearview mirror for a while. Still, Dalton holding off Flash. Is this going to be a move? Not yet. Flash is just trying to find a way around this car. And Art is making that, Dalton is making that car like 30 feet wide. It doesn't look like Flash can find his way around there. This is for 6th place. Potentially 5th place if they can get up there. Maybe if Flash, instead of passing him, tries to push him, they can catch up there, work together as a team. I don't think Flash has, I don't think he has work together in mind. He has get around you in mind. All right, and so Dalton put his blinker on and said, "You go right ahead. I'm not gonna fight you for this spot." Now, knowing Dalton from watching him race this season, I wouldn't be surprised if when we get on the straights, he doesn't make a pass, but he tries to push him and get up to the next leader. We'll see. Okay, so Speed Freak got that gap back down under 2. Whether he did it himself or whether it was done for him by Truth. But look at that. There's 4 people all battling. Only 3.6 seconds from 1st to 4th here in lap 5. So there is still work to be done up there. And here comes Budsy, and then we're going to see Flash. There he is. There's Flash. He's gotten kind of away from Dalton already. 1 second. So Flash is looking at his next victim, and that would be Budsy. So he's got to try to catch up to Budsy. There is Wooly. Now let's see. Tati all the way up to 8th. So look at this. Oh, no. Look away, Chris. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I am not going to give one of my best commentators the commentator curse. It will not happen. If Andy was racing, I wouldn't do it to him either. But there's his teammate, Armanis. Black Flag Racing, I believe, is actually leading. We're going to watch this little battle with G-Bub happening right here in front of our eyes. I'm going to quickly check something because I believe BFR is actually in the points lead. No, Mash Spuds is in the points lead. I forgot about that. So the MSR guys, and there goes G-Bub around the corner and up into 9th place. So Tatiana up ahead. There is G-Bub, and Armanis now falling back to 10th. Keep in mind, some of these drivers are pro drivers and some are pro-am. Like Armanis is a pro-am driver. I think we have. I'm gonna look and see. Hang on. I think that. I don't. Do we even? I think the only pro driver we have in here is HPR, DeTruth. There's a couple of them. All right, everyone's pretty well sorted out. Everyone's just trying to get through. Now we're gonna see who can make the tires last the longest. Look at that. So after his off track, still Guardian is still just only 27 seconds. You know what? I've got the wrong. I want to put the nicknames up there. There we go. So true, 3.4 seconds. Oh, look at that. Rip has moved around Method. Method now is under. Oh, Mark. We're gonna go back and see what that's about. I don't know if that was if somebody helped out. Let's go back and watch this from HPR's point of view. Okay, so Speed's going defensive. Ooh, and then Speed Freak moves over a little bit. Oh, yeah, that was, oh, boy, okay. Well, we've seen it. I'm sure that will be for the stewards later to look at, because we don't have any options here in this game to do that. So, S7 up on in places 1 and 2. Then you've got the Spud Brothers, HPR, and Budsy in 3 and 4. And you got BVL's Flash up in 5th. There is ART's Dalton in 6th. And Speed Freak, known as Method here, is in 7th with Tatiana right behind him. Yeah, we're not going to do any stewarding on the incident that we just saw right here. We're going to watch a race. We'll deal with it later. Ooh, look at that. Look, did you see that move? Okay, hold on a second. Let's go back. Let's go back and watch this. Watch. So Tatiana is kind of trying to make some stuff happen, and she gets a little out of shape, and G-Bub gets around her in the Barcelona curve and is all the way up to Speed Freak. So that was an interesting move. He got in there. It looked like Tatiana just got a little loose behind Method there, and yeah, that's what happened. And Armanis is coming back. He's in 10th right there. Hitcho in 11th. Guardian getting closer, 1.7 seconds. Wooly way towards the back. Something happened to Wooly. I don't know what's going on with Wooly. There's Dipshy in the rear, having some lag issues still. But yeah, DeTruth is definitely showing his pace. Now what's interesting is DeTruth only missed out on the getting into the next spot. Both of these drivers, him and Speed Freak, they only missed out on being in the other lobby by 0.2 of a second. That was the difference. 0.2 of a second on their fastest lap in the last race is what kept Truth and Method back in this lobby. So they're going to earn less points. They'll earn more points than the bottom 5 will up ahead. So, but if they win, that'll be good points. That'd be really good points. All right, everyone kind of running their I almost said their own methods, and then he shows up. All right, Method trying to break that slipstream. Under attack, there is G-Bub trying to get all the way up there. Right behind G-Bub is Tatiana, and there's Armanis. So, still, this little battle here up front with for 7th is still pretty close. Just gonna check up here, So HPR still in third, Budsy in fourth. My camera is flashing around. It's weird. There we go. Dalton in sixth, and here comes the 4-car P7 battle. Wow, G-Bub really all over the backside of this HyPrix car. Coming up to Barcelona curve, make sure you're on the brakes, don't run into anybody. You can see in the mirror, in his side view mirror there, the yellow headlights of Tatiana right there in his mirrors all over the place. And not far behind her is Armanis. So there is a very real battle happening here for this position. Method gets about another couple tenths in that sector, but not enough. That is going to keep this Expendables racer right in the slipstream. Quick rundown up front, make sure everything is okay. DeTruth in lap 10, running in first place with a 4-second gap to Let It Rip, who is 4 seconds to HPR, which is not showing up on the camera. There we go. Who is 2 seconds from Budsy, who is 2 seconds from Flash, who is 2 seconds from Dalton, who is 4 seconds from Method. So, oh, G-Bub going around the outside. Can he hold it all the way together and make it up to the next corner? He should have it. He should have the next corner. The next 2 corners, if he can stay inside, he leaves plenty of room and makes the magic happen. Good pass, G-Bub. G-Bub up into 7th. Method down into 8th. Tatiana now next at his bumper. I refuse to focus the camera on Tatiana's car because commentator v commentator curse is twice as bad as regular commentator curse, so we're not going to do it. I shall not do it. So look at these 4 still nose to tail on the track. P7 is only 18 seconds from the leader. So there is a whole lot that could be going on. I love the helmet inside the car. Do y'all see that? Do you see this? Look at the helmet with the eyes on it. That is awesome. Oh, boy. All right, so now G-Bub holds up or holds off the P7 spot, and now everybody's going to do a bunch of slipstreams. Skip Tatty. On to Armanis. All right. Let's see. How's things going back here? There's a little bit of stuff here. Guardian still in 12th. His team captain right behind him. So Guardian has made his way around his team captain, I think. Or is his team captain catching him? I thought Guardian was all the way at the back. So, Tattooed Freak. I've known him for a long time now. As a matter of fact, Tattooed or Apex Racing Sim Racing Team has their website, apexsimracingteam.com. And it's hosted here at GT Champions, so you could have one for your team too. I know there's teams out there that would want one, like these guys, S7R Racing. You guys need a team website. Let me know. Anyway, DeTruth, an ever-growing group this S7R is. Into Barcelona goes HPR. 2 seconds later is his teammate Budsy. 2 seconds later comes BVL's Flash. And 4 seconds later comes ART's Dalton. And then 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all right there. Oh, Method might get a penalty for that one for track limits. I don't know. That was really close. Looks like he got away with it. He might not want to do that one again. Into the pits goes G-Bub. All right, so the first person into the pits. Looks like G-Bub is going to go for a two-stopper by the looks of things. So we'll catch this first pit stop here in a second. Actually, I want to check this out right here. Yeah, these are all still together. Guardian, Tattooed Freak, and Wooly. So G-Bub into the pits. Oh, I like that. Did that say stop child trafficking on the back? It sure did. Tires only, and out goes G-Bub. He will come out right alongside with Dipshy here. He's going to have to be careful. Don't cross that pit exit line. That's 3 seconds that you do not want to spend. Throws it out there to try to get a little bit more angle into that turn and makes it work. Anyway, back up front, Truth, 4.5 seconds up the road. He's just really doing a great job. I mean, he is a pro driver. There's a lot of Pro-Am drivers in this lobby right now, even more so in Lobby 3. But we definitely have some pro drivers that are up here, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Wait, Rip is... The only pros in here is HPR and Truth. Everyone else is Pro-Am. So this driver and this driver, the ones, 2 of the top 3 are the only pro drivers on the circuit right now. All right, looks like we have a pretty decent gap building for all of these drivers. Dalton having a fantastic race. I'm not sure that I've seen him up this high in the race with, oh, look at that, Method, Tati. Oh, that's because Jeeba went in. That's right. So Method up into 7th, Tatiana in 8th, and there is Armanis in 9th. It's a full 7 seconds before we get to the next driver. So this is your battle for 6th position. I don't see a lot of other battles happening. Let's go check over here. So Guardian is leading a 3-car posse into turn 1. Get a little bit in the dirt. Jeebub out in 14th. I'm confused as to why he didn't take fuel. Well, I don't know. I don't understand things, but okay. I don't understand how drivers think sometimes. I really don't. I know how this one's thinking. This one's thinking, dang. I mean, he was on... He's showing why he's a pro driver, right? His tires are in great shape. I mean, not the best shape, right? That left front tire is going to be screaming to everybody all day long. But Truth is showing why he is a pro driver. And behind him, his teammate, also showing why he should probably be a pro driver. But he is our Pro-Am driver. Let it rip. And I think he is, isn't he? He is. And HPR is the other pro driver. So these guys are just having a great race. Only 7 seconds separate the top 3. Looks like Flash is gaining some time on Budsy here. He was significantly further back, like by 4 seconds, and now it's only just under 2 seconds. So we might see a battle for this 4th spot pretty soon. Dalton's still just on his own in 6th place. And still, Method leads Tatiana and Armanis. So these drivers just trying to get their laps done, get through. It's at that point of the race now. Everybody is looking at strategy. And is now, ooh, Rip might have gotten off too far. Don't get a penalty for that. You don't want it. Okay, whew. I saw him in the background. It looked like he had gone off the track. All right. What do you say we do a lap with Truth? Let's go on board with Truth and do a lap. Great exit out of the final corner. You're going to head down to turns 1 and 2, which is a right and a left, and then into a long right, which actually tightens up a little bit. It's a little bit misshapen. It's not just a solid right-hand turn. It actually is a sharper right, and then it kind of opens up a little bit. Like it's a little tighter here, and then right about here it opens up a little wider, so you can get a little bit more on the gas sooner, but it's still a turn. Under the bridge, hard braking zone right here. Slow it all the way down, keep it on the curves, and roll it out to the edge if you can. Yep, and then Hard braking zone. This is a turn that catches a lot of people out if they're not careful. You want to get down underneath and use that curb on the exit. You need it. Down in here, a little kink and then a little tap on the brakes to get yourself rotated in. Get those curbs if you can get them on both entry and exit. This will be full speed and just a lift and a turn right into the apex and on the gas. But don't go too far out wide because there's a penalty waiting there for you. Haul in the mail all the way down to about 100 meters and on the brakes into the Barcelona curve. And this one is like more than a hairpin. It keeps going a little further. Come outside, so a quick little left, then a little right into the kind of a long right hand hairpin. On the gas, over to the final 2 corners. Just a little bit of a lift through there, and then down here, a little bit of a lift to get the car to rotate. Not overspeed and on the gas. Take out as much curb as you can dare. And that is a lap around Barcelona. Very good, Truth. Thanks for that. That was awesome. All right, let's see if anything has changed along the way. Everything still looks okay up here. Ooh, Budsy getting a little loose out of there. Maybe his tires are giving up on him. Flash is still 1.4 seconds back. So Budsy's still looking okay. Dalton in 6th. Ooh, carrying a half-second penalty. Not a lot to worry about. Should be okay. So here goes Tatiana. She was looking and chose better and decided to stick it out and wait a little bit longer. So nice little battle for 7th happening between these two. I told you I'm not putting the camera on her car. Won't do it. But we could see her from Method's car. Maybe if she's on a long straight, I might do it, but I'm not when she's attacking. No. Oh boy. I thought for a second we might see something happening there. Does commentator curse count if I see her, or is it only if I'm focused on her car? I don't know how that works. Oh, I want to look so bad, but I'm not doing it. All right. We're going to head down to Barcelona now. This is a great opportunity. Dalton just served his penalty right there. This is a great opportunity to get all the way up close and personal with the car in front of you. Look at that. All the way up to the bumper through that corner. Tatiana is putting mad pressure. Ooh, gets a little loose in the corner, but is still keeping it together. But trying to put pressure on Method to make a mistake. We'll see how this works out. So into the final corner they go, and we'll see Tatiana's a little bit far back to get a lot of slipstream, but wait, what's this happening up here? Oh, this is happening now. Okay, we're gonna stay right here. This is the battle for 4th. Budsy under attack from Flash. I'm also trying to keep an eye on that P7 number on the pylon to the left, just in case I see something change. I want to go back and try to catch the action, so to speak. So Flash looking for a move into the 4th position. He's right there. The challenge is both these guys are on old tires, so they're both struggling with the same tire issue. But it's going to be really hard to overtake somebody when you don't have the best tires. Ooh, that looked like Budsy was going to go off. But holding it together. This corner right here. Really hard on the front left tire. Oh. In goes the leader into the pits. So, and then goes P2. Is P3 going in with him? No, P2 stays out. So, to Truth pits from the lead, and you have your new race leader, HPR from MashBuds Racing. And he is going to stay out for probably another lap or so, but if he's smart, he'll get in on the next lap because those guys are going to come out on fresh tires and put a gap on him. He should have followed him in. I'm not sure why he didn't, or Budsy for that matter. some of these drivers should be coming in. I think these drivers are all thinking they're going to try to one-stop this race. Speaking of one-stopping races, where is G-Bub? Wow, G-Bub's way back there. What happened to G-Bub? Tatiana in the pits. Rip's coming out. The Truth is coming out. And they're coming out in front of Wooly. So they're going to come back out into the top 10 still. So good start. That's a good start. That's a good way to pit out and be in the top 10. So they got a little work to do. Where's HPR? HPR is coming down, heading down towards Barcelona right now. He'll probably pit. There is Budsy, and look at that. Flash is still right there. I'm interested to see if... so it looks like all these drivers are trying to go for the one stop on soft tires. And they're all suffering from the exact same problem. That front left tire nearly shot. And they're losing tons of time. They're losing a couple seconds a lap because of it. My guess is HPR is going into the pits. Yep. Budsy's probably going to go into the pits now too. No, wait a minute. He didn't. Budsy's staying out one more. Flash goes into the pit. So the undercut is for real here. So I think Budsy's going to wish he hadn't done that. His front left tire is gone. Like gone. It's all red. So I don't know why he's staying out, but he is going to lose a mad amount of time to Flash. So my guess, Flash is going to get the undercut done here. Going to throw on some new tires. Method comes in. HPR's in with mashed spuds. Dalton comes in with ART. And we got HPR is coming out of the pits now. And, yep, Rip is going to get around him at the corner. Nice. So Rip gets his spot back, but he doesn't have nearly the space that he had before, which is strange because he pit well before HPR. So it may just come down to who took how much fuel. I'm interested to see how that works. Okay, Flash is back out on track. Where's Budsy? Budsy's still coming down into Barcelona, and he's going to have to pit. There's no way he's going to keep this car running on those tires. And I think he was going to lose enough time in this lap. His last lap was a 144. I don't know what BVL's on, or Flash is on his outlap, so I'm not going to get a very good time here. But this is where, yep, into the pits goes HPR. And whoa, up into the speed pit limiter. Oh no, we lost Dipshy. Dipshy has some real lag issues. Ah, that's a shame. He did mention to me that he was concerned about starting anywhere but in the last position. And I didn't move him because that's not fair. He can figure it out. All right, so Truth's going to come around. We can see no fuel going into Budsy's car yet. Rip is coming across in P2. There's HPR. Now there's fuel going into Budsy's car. Where's Flash? Flash is coming around through the final corner now. All right, let's see what happens here. Budsy still getting fuel. Still getting fuel. When's he going to take off? There he goes. Okay, Flash coming down. There's Budsy, and he made it work. The undercut worked, and Flash made it around. That one lap that Budsy spent on the soft tires was just one lap too many. And he lost his position because of it. So Flash up into fourth now. We'll see how this plays out for these drivers. Budsy in fifth. Guardian up into sixth position. Look at that. So Guardian working it out. Working it out. Dalton back out on track in seventh. 22 seconds from the leader. We're at 26 minutes left to go. Method is back out. Armanis is back out. And Tatiana is out, but behind Armanis. So either something happened
with her, or maybe, I mean, there's a 6-second gap there. I'm not sure what the difference is. Maybe Tatiana had a pit exit penalty you had to serve. I don't know, but up into 10th. Hitcho in 11th. Woolley back into 12th. Now, there's a couple of cars. Let's see, who hasn't pit yet? Okay, Guardian has not pit yet. Oh, Guardian's the only one that hasn't pit. Okay, that explains why he's in 6th. I was like, how do you get up there so fast? Ugh, Chris, just learn how to be a commentator and read the tea leaves, buddy. It's telling you everything you need to know. Guardian into the pits now. So that should be the last car to hit the pit lane. Let's get our last pit stop. Well, presumably. You can make it from here on soft tires. Unless you're an abusive driver. And fuel goes in. New tires come on. Truth leads by 4 seconds over his teammate Rip. Of course, they are in different divisions, which is hard to tell when you're looking on the screen. I just happen to know that they are. So 2 of the top 3, HPR and Truth, are your pro drivers. Everyone else are Pro-Am drivers, except for Guardian. Guardian is an amateur driver and is leading the championship. That's this guy. He is leading the championship for the amateur class. And he's racing up here in Division 2. He got just this freaking killer lap in the last race. Now he gets to race up here where, I mean, he's going to get great points over all of the AM drivers that are racing in Lobby 4 or at the bottom of Lobby 3. So, going to look pretty good. Going to look pretty good. All right, Truth looking good. Where's Rip? There's Rip. And HPR is not far behind. He's right there. And off in the distance, you saw those yellow lights. There was Flash. Hey, Flash, flash your lights. in the endurance model M6, and you'll notice that every car in this race are all in the M6. They could choose any of the 3 cars, the M3, the Z4, or the M6, and they all chose the M6. As a matter of fact, in looking at these cars, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so half the field are in the sprint version and half the field are in the endurance version. So, fun. There is a battle happening for this P2, guys. HPR has caught up to Rip. He's just under a second behind. I wonder if we're going to see... one of the things will likely be doing is this guy right here. This guy should be racing in the pro class. I mean, he keeps up with those guys, and he has the pace. And his team has been doing training it clearly. So we might see him in the World Cup as a pro driver. HBR half a second back. I don't see any other... Oh, he goes wide. He goes wide. Oh, that was close. Let's go back. Let's go back and watch that from Spud's point of view, because that was crazy. So it looked like Rip tried to go out wide, and then he couldn't cut underneath. Right there's the spot, and then a little tap, and so, oh, that's what it was, the little tap, and HPR gives the spot back. And that makes sense. That is good racing, giving that spot away, or back. But now he wants in. He's going to dive in and take that spot now. And so now, oh, but it's not over yet. Rip is looking inside. Is he going to go in? Nope, defensive goes HPR on the brakes early to cover the apex. Got to hold it all the way down there. There he goes. And it's been done. So HPR up into P2. Pro drivers 1 and 2 on track. So now we've got mashed potatoes between the two S7R guys. And now that HPR has cleared Rip, he'll probably just disappear. HPR is pretty quick. He likes to say he's not, but we all know better. Okay, he's already built out 0.8 of a second. Just getting through the last lap. All right, let's see. Up here, Flash still leads Budsy. And there is Dalton and Method. And where's Armanis? There he is. Where's Tati? Oh, my goodness. Okay, there's Hitcho down in 9th. Tatiana is in 10th. Not battling anybody at the moment, so now I feel safe to look at her car. Pride of the Dragon, one of GT Champion's sponsors since the very beginning. You can check it out. I think it's prideofthedragon.com. Or maybe it's just, yeah, I think that's right. There's a link to it on our website under the sponsors page. She does this cool event in the Tail of the Dragon out in Tennessee each year. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. You got to check it out. Wooly really sending it into that corner there. He's trying to catch up some time here. Wow, that just seemed really fast through there. Looks like Tattooed Freak has made his way around his teammate. All right, so finishing lap number 24 with 18.5 minutes to go, roughly, is the truth. Or as Andy would like to say, you can't handle the truth. But he sounds so much better when he says it because, well, his voice. So he has a real face for radio. That's what they say, right? Where's my camera? Hello. What happened there? Okay. HPR up into P2, Rip in P3. And look at that. Flash up into P4. I don't know where his teammate is. Where's his teammate? There he is. He's in 9th. So, so far, 2 of the BVL drivers sitting in the top 10. Tati in sitting in 10th. Wooly will probably want some of that, but he's going to have some work to do. 2 seconds worth of work to do. All right. Nothing's changing up front with the leader. HPR is already 2 seconds up the road now from Rip. So he just needed to get around him, get some clean air on that aero of that car, and make it do what it's designed to do. And he's driving the car exactly the way he should be. And there is Rip in 3rd. So your top 3, not a lot of changes since the pass for P2. Flash still 1.7 seconds up the road from Budsy. You see him right there, the other MSR driver. Let's see, I think, no, I was thinking of something else. You know what? I'm just looking at the grid order for Lobby 1 while we were quickly watching all what's unfolding here. And it's all pro drivers. I think that's the first round where Lobby 1 didn't have a Pro-Am driver. So all the pro drivers really, they really put in some laps in last race and have sealed it all off. So it's all pro drivers earning points in Lobby 1. Tatiana having a pretty good race, sitting in the top 10. That's a good place to be. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's good for Tatiana. Not so good for Wooly. Wooly's got a half-second penalty, which translates into about a second or more. Because penalty zone is on your way into Barcelona, and you're on the gas and you're on the brakes for half a second. And it just throws your whole groove off. Don't throw off the groove. Remember the groove. Such a good movie. Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen the the Emperor's New Groove, then you're missing out on life. I'm pretty sure these drivers are going all the way to the end. I think all these drivers are trying to do the one stop. You know who's not going to do a one stop? Wait a minute. We lost another driver. Where the... Oh! We lost G-Bub. What happened to G-Bub? Oh no! I just noticed that. I was like, wait a minute. I remember he pit early. I wonder how he's doing on fuel. And then I can't find him on the track. I totally missed that. That's what happens with us sometimes. Us commentators, we get a little bit hyper focused on something going on, and we miss things. Well, that's a bummer. About to find out when that happened. New rules coming down for World Cup when it starts up. Yeah, we've got the schedule sorted out. We're going to try to release some information in tidbits for you folks. But there's to be significant changes to World Cup over last season. World Cup is going to run a whole lot like the BMW Cup is running, in that that we're going to have the lobbies set up similarly. That's always a hard word for me to try to say. And we're going to have the team championship like we're doing here in BMW Cup. So that'll be cool. So teams are going to get to do that. The point structure is going to be a little different. There's not going to be as much of a gap in points. So it's going to be a whole lot closer points-wise. This little battle for fourth is kind of heating up here as Budsy starts to get a little closer here to Flash. Up front, nothing much has changed. I don't really see any battles happening. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 cars, yeah. I can see 13 blue triangles, which tells me nobody is close enough to be of a bother to anybody. Except maybe right here. This battle for 10th, Armanis. So Tatiana has gotten around Armanis at some point, I think. Yeah, up into 9th. Armanis now in 10th, and Wooly is right nearby. So we're going to try to keep an eye on these battles for 4th and 10th. They're all close, but not so close. But close enough that anything can go wrong. We've got about 11 and a half minutes left, people. 11 and a half minutes. So, yes, I was right. So, Rip is the current Pro-Am class leader. And he's running up here, gaining some pretty healthy points. He's 31 points ahead of Flash, who's right behind him on the track for the first position. Flash is in P2 in the points, and Budsy, who's right here, is in P3 in the points. So the top three are in the top three Pro-Am class drivers are sitting in the top 5 on track. So every one of these positions makes a gigantic impact on their chances, because after this race there's but one more, my friends, but one more, we go to Mount Panorama. I'm going to guess we're going to see a lot of Z4s at Panorama. I don't know. I mean, I think Conrad Straight is going to be a huge thing for some drivers that want to get speed. And I think the Z4 is, or even the M3, I think they're going to be a little bit more nimble on that track than these larger M6s. So we'll have to see how it goes. But Truth, finishing up lap 29. We are 30 laps into the race, just 10 minutes left to go. We are almost done. Almost 10 minutes now. HPR in P2. Why is my camera won't move? There we go. Okay, that was weird. HPR in P2. HPR is a pro driver, and so is Truth. So really, in the scheme of things, in the classes, Rip is in first position on track compared to his other Pro-Am drivers. The two guys in front of him, they're racing for the win of the race, and that's great and all, but he's not actually competing with them for his championship. So on the track, he's in third, but on the class he's in, he is in first place on the track. Flash, who is second place in the championship, is in second place on the track, in their class. And then Budsy, who's very next car. So positions 3, 4, and 5 are all fighting in positions 1, 2, and 3 in the championship, and they are 1, 2, and 3 not on the road, but in the class. So this is pretty exciting. That means if these guys finish the way that they are right now, nothing is going to change as far as the Pro-Am class standings except the points. They're still going to stay in the same spot. The sucky part was G-Bub was only 5 points behind Budsy in the championship. He was sitting in fourth, and he disconnected. So obviously we have to look and find out, whether he quit the race or if it was a server disconnect or whatever happened. So if the server disconnect or something like that, he'll still get points, but he'll get last place points in the lobby, which aren't going to help him at all. Ricardus, I think. I don't see Ricardus here. Did we move Ricardus? No, where is Ricardus? Oh, I think Ricardus is. I think he's in lobby 4 because he missed a race, and he's a backup driver, like a reserve driver. Ricardus is running in. Actually, I'm not sure if he's running this weekend or not. That's going to really help some people's chances. That's for sure. So Ricardus was running 5th. So Tatiana should bump over Ricardus and move up into 5th place in the championship for the Pro-Ams. Let's go back and check the rest of the group. Method's kind of all by himself now, running in 7th. Hitshow in 8th. There's my girl Tatiana. What's up? So Tatiana now in 9th position. That's gonna get her a pretty healthy set of points. Then there is Armanis and Wooly, Apex Guardian, and Apex Tattooed Freak now at the back. So they've switched spots once again. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna check a thing. I'm gonna check a thing because things need checking. So, oh, look at that. So, if I have things right, if Tatiana were to finish in 9th position, that would be 136 points. Ricardus and G-Bub are not participating. So that look at that. She's going to bump all the way up to 4th position in the points. Actually, Dalton is 5 points behind her, but 3 points ahead on the track. So it actually looks like Tatiana would move to 5th, Dalton would move to 4th, and G-Bub and Ricardus would drop out of the top 5. So it's going to be very interesting. Maybe Tatiana needs to go find a way to get ahead of Dalton or get in front of another driver. I mean, there's another driver. So Tatiana just needs to go for it. Needs to put in some laps. You got 5.5 minutes left. Put in some lap times and go catch that 8th position. That's a few more points that you can get. The difference in points between is only 1 point difference, but a point is a point is a point. Truth holding the fastest lap of the race thus far, with a 7-second lead, finishing up lap 32 now, with gonna have about 5 minutes left on the timer when he crosses the line. 5 minutes and 4 seconds or 5 seconds. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening. HPR comes across, finish his lap in P2. There goes Rip in P3, and Flash will be in P4 coming across the line momentarily. He still hasn't gotten rid of Budsy. Budsy's still 1 second back. Budsy needs to get around Flash. Budsy needs the extra points. He is 19 points behind Flash in the championship. If he can get ahead of him, he gets an extra 4 points on the race. So those can make a difference come next race. Oh, these tires look like garbage for a lot of these guys. All of them, that left front is screaming. Yeah, so I can't say thank you enough to all of you drivers. Some who might be listening right now, others who are not listening but will be watching this later, helping us by running this series. First of all, fun to race always, but you're helping us try out new and better ways to make GT7 work for us. Now, I'm not one to normally get overly excited about gossip, right? But hearing the somebody posted this short video that showed 1/48 on the screen during the during a Gran Turismo tournament last weekend, I think it was, or this week. And if that's the case, where we can get 48 drivers on the grid, I'm gonna lose my flippin' mind, and everything changes. Not the racing, and not okay. Here we go. We're gonna watch this now. This is a 4 points difference. Let's see. This is P5. Yeah, right now, if he gets up to P4, it's only a 1 point difference between P5 and P4. So it won't make a change per se, but it could affect what happens in the final race. So it's going to be so easy. Here we go. Budsy looking deep. Oh, I guess out in the marbles a little. Not going to get a good run out of the corner there. This is for 4th position. And I don't see anything else really this close on the track. I mean, these two are right on top of each other. They also have to try to make sure that they have enough fuel to make it the whole way. Where's the leader right now? He's coming across the line now. I think he's going to have one more to do. No, I think it's going to be close. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, he might actually, if he slows down enough, he can just finish the race. And if he's listening to the sound of my voice, I hope he does, because I want this to be a shareable race. So Truth, if you can hear me, don't cross the finish line into another lap. Well, I get, yeah, because then it goes over the hour, and then it's hard to share the race. HPR in P2, Rips in P3, and this battle is still alive here. Flash and Budsy for 4th. Here goes Budsy. He's going to go late on the brakes. Oh, and he just really kind of muscles his way through there. This is last lap action, and there goes Flash coming back at him. Oh, they're bumper to bumper. This is awesome. This is last lap. Each person pushing their way through, trying to get to that spot. Well, not that way. Not that way. That's a bump and run. There he goes. He's giving the spot back. There he goes. He's waiting for him. Nope, 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 nope. You got to let him go. You didn't let him go, Budsy. You got to let him have the spot. Oh, and Flash gets a half-second penalty for cutting the track. Oh, this might be helpful. Oh, man, this is going to be tight. Where's Truth? Oh, okay, I can't miss Truth going across the finish line. We'll keep an eye on that here in a second, but holy mackerel, this is crazy. And now Flash is going to be in some trouble with this penalty, but we have the leader about to cross the line now, so we're going to catch that, and there's your winner. The Truth comes across in P1. Congratulations. Oh, no, he goes into the final lap. So now it's HPR, it's done. Rip comes through in third. Now, what is this looking like? Flash is still going to come through, and he's going to come through in fourth. You still got to get through the last corner. Don't make any mistakes. This is P4. Oh, that was some really exciting driving from these two at the end there. And Budsy comes across in fifth. Dalton coming through with a sixth position. There he goes. Method is going to come around now, coming in the final corner at the moment. He's going to come across in seventh. Started on the pole, had a couple moments, but he comes across in P7. Hitcho comes across in P8, dragging. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. Is it drag race to them? Oh, that was so close. Oh my gosh, I thought Tati was going to have him at the last moment, but not quite there. What an effort, though. That was a heck of an effort. Armanis comes home with the top 10 finish. Congratulations there. Here comes Wooly in 11th. Guardian in 12th. Apex is already finished, and the winner is just coming through the Barcelona curve and chicane right now. And we'll catch him coming across here in a moment. Wow. That was a few fun little moments there. Oh, man. All right, Truth. There you go, buddy. The win. Big points for S7R, and he's going to go ahead and slide across the track backwards. Congratulations, man. Oh, my gosh, guys. That was so good. So good. Congratulations. All right, people, let me go find some people to talk to, because this we need to talk about. All right, I'll be back with you in a minute. Hang on. Before I do that, let's make sure that we can see the official results here on the broadcast, just in case something goes wrong. Truth comes home in P1, P2 for HPR, Let It Rip gets in third, and Flash comes home in fourth, and Budsy in fifth, followed by Dalton, Method, Hitcho, Tati, Armanis, Wooly, Guardian, Tattooed Freak, Dipshy, and G-Bub. I feel bad for both of those guys. I'm not sure what happened to them. But we're going to go find these guys to talk to, and I'll be back in a minute. Audio. Okay, I got in the room. Let me adjust my audio, folks. I've got it hooked up to the wrong place. Sorry about that. Here we go. Now we should be able to hear the Truth. Is the Truth in the building?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Whoa, dude. Way to go. Congratulations, man. Woo. Big wiener.
Yeah, thank you.
You did it.
I was very happy with the whole thing, except for my fast lap. Thought I could go faster, but hey, you can't have it all.
You can actually have it all. I've seen it happen. Oh my gosh, dude. The race behind you had some pretty good stuff. It was pretty mellow for a little bit, but it was a really great race. So I'm really excited that you won. The two pro drivers found their way to the top of the pile, and congratulations to you. A 140.283 as your fastest lap. Congratulations. Way to go.
Yeah, thank you. And it feels like a flashback because I always have a smile whenever I'm racing against HPR because every time I race against HPR, I always remember the race against him at Watkins last year, which was like my first win. And like I had this like really crazy battle with him. But now I'm like, so when he was in second place, I was like, okay, so we are going to dance again today.
Well, he had a few little moments he had to recover from to make that happen, and so I think those things caused him a little bit of time loss. But HPR, congratulations, P2, man, good job.
Yeah, thanks, man. Finally, a podium.
Well, it's a little harder in this series the way that we have it designed to be on the podium every race than used to with the design difference. And I can't thank you guys enough for like actually racing in this series and letting us put you through all of these weird trials and tribulations as we find ways to make the racing competitive, keep the lobbies full so you have lots of cars to race around, and keep people entertained when they're watching the races. So I appreciate all three of you and the listeners and other drivers for like sticking it out with us. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, please. Actually, I have to say thank you to you guys to make this happen and then to set the format like this. So yeah, it's very good for the audience and then very good for us for racing each other and then test our limits, everything. So I actually appreciate for the effort that RW guys, GTC guys to manage this kind of situation. I think this one is the best.
Well, I appreciate that. We try really, really hard.
Yeah.
All right.
Very good job.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, so we got to talk to Rip, man. Okay, really interesting. I don't know if either of you were like listening to the broadcast live while you were racing, but Rip, Flash, and Budsy finished 3rd, 4th, and 5th on track. But in their class, they finished 1st, 2nd, and 3rd because they are Pro-Am. They also happened to be stacked up in the exact same way they finished in the championship points. So I saw this battle with Budsy and Flash at the end of the race, and that last lap they were banging all into each other. And you know what? That's last lap racing, and that's cool. And they gave back the spots when they needed to, and they did exactly what is expected, but put on a great show. But Rip, you came home. You had a couple moments, if I remember right, but you managed your way through it. So how'd your race go?
Well, it went great. You know, I mean, I made it to 3rd place podium. Yeah, we had a couple moments with HPR. Nothing intentional. You know, it was all clean racing. I don't know if it was a little bit of lag or, you know, just things that happen in the race. We had a great battle for a couple of laps. But you know, after a while, you have to accept when someone is faster than you and just, you know, why ruin the race and block them, you know? So, you know, not that I, you know, let him pass easily, you know, but, you know, there was a moment when I said, look, I'm just blocking him and it's dangerous for both of us. So I'll just let him go and maybe if I can draft off him, you know, it might be good for me. Which he didn't because he pulled away pretty fast.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? I noticed that.
Yeah.
He was like, thanks, you're out of my way now, I'm going to go.
Yeah, but yeah, my main concern on this race was actually just to get in front of Flash, you know, because since he's behind me on the Pro-Am standings, I'm like, either I finish right behind Flash or I need to finish in front, you know, but I gotta beat him, you know, so that was everything that I was, everything in my mind, you know, just trying to beat him. Yeah. And, you know, it worked, you know, I got a good launch on the starts and that's what helped me. Then I think Method or Speed Freak got into a little incident and that made a 5-6 second gap to HPR, so that helped me until the first the pit stop. Then he caught up to me.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, you guys had a lot of work to do. The good that was some smart driving by not letting, but you know what I mean, by just realizing my battle is not with HPR. He's a pro driver. He's sure I would like to have those extra points for winning the race, but your battle was not with those two guys in front of you because they're in a different class. Your battle was with those couple guys behind you, and it worked out perfectly.
Exactly.
You did exactly what you needed to do, so good job. But the man of the hour is Truth, making it all the way up to the top of the podium. Hopefully that fast lap is going to be enough to get you into the final lobby for a final race next week at Mount Panorama. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that was like, you know, I had set it as a goal before the race, like that I want to finish in top 3, but even more importantly, get a fast lap so that I can get to lobby 1. And all week I've been doing like 39s. And then when I did like a 40.2 in the first stint on heavy fuel, I was like, okay, it's going to happen. But then, you know, like, I don't know if the wind changed or I don't know what, or maybe it was me, but I was driving fast, but I just couldn't do it. So then at some point I just realized I just have to, you know, drive reasonably and not destroy my tires, you know?
There you go.
Anyway, very happy.
Awesome. Well, thanks guys, and congratulations again to all 3 of you for getting on the podium. That was a fantastic race. You guys did a good job. We will see you. Oh, I'll see maybe a couple of you next week. I have a feeling one of you guys is gonna end up in the upper lobby. So, Truth, if I don't get to interview you again before the series is over, congratulations, and you know, we'll talk later, of course. But just wanted to publicly say thanks to all of you guys.
Thanks for letting me win, HPR.
That's funny. All right, guys, I'll let you guys talk. I'm going to bounce out of here, and you guys can continue to talk or whatever you want to do. So, anyway, folks, that was them, and that was awesome, and I appreciate them taking the time to hang out with us. So, that was it. Round 6 coming up next weekend. The final round will be at Mount Panorama, and it is going to be a very interesting race because that race happens to be, I believe, actually, let me double check because I don't want to oversay it, but I'm pretty sure that is an evening race. Let me double check that really quick because I don't want to be wrong. It's at sunset, yeah, so it's gonna start getting dark for them during the race, so that'll be an interesting round, so make sure you're there for that. Big shout out to HyPrix. Thank you for everything. It looked great once again. Appreciate all of everything that you do. Don't forget, coming up on Tuesday is Gentleman's GP. I hope I got the right graphic up here. August 15th. So this Tuesday, you can get to the RSVP on Discord. Get yourself a reminder. It's going to be there. Next week's Midweek Madness on Thursday, we're going to be in the Honda RA something. I forget what it's called. We're going to be doing 2 tracks. We're going to be doing one short race and one long race. So it's going to be like a little mini Grand Prix, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So get your stuff together and get over here and come play with us. All right? That's it for me, guys. I appreciate all of you watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you on the next time.